What gives meaning to your life? There's another AMA question.
Oh, life has no meaning. Just so you know, there's no meaning to life. It's just it's a big fucking joke. No matter how hard no matter what the strife or the struggle that you endure through, no matter how hard you work, you'll be forgotten in a fairly short amount of time, and you'll mean nothing. My grandfathers mean nothing to me. My great grandfathers mean nothing to any of us here, most likely. Not mine, but our own. Those guys don't matter. They gave us life, but that's it. We don't fucking care about them. And if you go one more generation, we don't even know their names, right? So none of that matters. You don't matter. I would just try to focus on, doing kind things to other people, for other people. Don't do them to other people. They might not want it.
No. Yeah, they have to consent to those kind things first.
Yeah, otherwise it's just rape, I found.
Yeah. Rape's never kind.
At least that's what the DA said. I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's kind of refreshing to, like, it would be nice if I felt or I believed there was a meaning, because it gives you like some closure of like, all right, well, Christianity's the way to go. That's what I believe. Yeah. If I do this, that, and the other,
it'd be wonderful to believe.
Even on death's door, I'll be comforted, and that's something I'm jealous of. Like, I wish
you could face death with a smile. If I thought that after this I'm going to paradise, like I'm just like, oh, well, I'd love to go fight in a crusade for Jesus Christ. Oh, absolutely, so let's go.
People blow themselves up for it every day. Like, it's a very compelling thing.
We blow ourselves up, too. We shit on that, but we blow ourselves up, too, if it came down to it. We'd do it. We would. I wouldn't. Yeah. Oh, absolutely you would. All it would. They kill your family. They rape your wife. They burn your house to the ground. They run over your beliefs. They disrespect your country. They do this and that. You have no way of recourse. You have no way to fight back. The bombs are coming from the air every day. You're just madder and madder, and every day they take one more loved one away till life has no meaning anymore, till there's nothing but the imam in your ear telling you about paradise, telling you that the enemy is the devil. Eventually you're like, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go blow the devil up and go see God.
He paints a detailed picture. Like, if that's the way my life was going, Kyle might be right.
Boom!
Yeah, it could be. But still, the prerequisite is a promise of something to come. Like, you couldn't convince or maybe you could, I don't know. But you probably would have a tougher time convincing some hard atheists to go blow themselves up or something, because they'll be like, no, like, life's meaningless. Maybe I accomplished something, but then I'm out. I'm snuffed like a candle. No more for me. Like, I don't like I was saying, like, that's kind of also a little bit freeing, to know that there's not some, or to believe that there's not some overarching power out there analyzing every little thing you do, all your thoughts and emotions, and like, really putting that under a microscope. It's kind of nice to know, like, this is just the world. Like, 100 years from now, I'm not really much more important than the rabbit I saw walking in today. Like, it doesn't really matter. We'll both be dead. My great-grandchildren or whatever, if anything, I will be a picture that they ask a quick question about on Thanksgiving, and they go, hey, who's this? And they'll go, oh, that's your jackass great-great-grandpa. He was one of the first idiots to storm the internet and make an ass of himself in public.
He's the reason why we have to special order your helmet.
Yeah. Yes, he gave a big-headed
It took me a while to figure that out. He passed the big-headed gene. See, all right, I was coming at this from a different place. What gives meaning to your life? I guess my life is about the relationships with the people in it. Like, that's what I'm about. And that's my wife, that's my kids, that's guys like you. That's I guess that's my meaning. Maintaining and valuing the relationships from the people that I know. That's
a very very altruistic, very very nice way of looking at it, Woody.
It's not just altruistic though. Like, there's
a selfish nature to it, and there should be, to all charity, I suppose, and all acts of goodwill. It feels good to do good. It feels good to give someone a thing that they need, or to be thoughtful about them. And like, maybe we've all been in this circumstance where someone was thinking about you. They had their own stuff going on. I saw a thing on 4chan the other day, and the guy was, his dad's dead, and he was going back and looking through his dad's things, and he found these gaming magazines from when he was a kid. And what had been going on is, while his dad was working two jobs, he was really trying to connect with his son because there had been a divorce, and his dad, while at work, had been going through these gaming magazines, circling the games and writing notes. Billy would like this one. He would love this. He mentioned he liked this and that. Should I buy this one or that one, or work more hours and buy both? ? And he's just crying as he reads through his dead dad's stuff to see that his dad was thoughtful, thinking about him while he was off, trying to earn a living and stuff, that he was always in the back of his head. Like when someone does that for you, it feels so nice. Just like the smallest compliment that you pay someone, especially if it's a worthwhile compliment, it's really a thing that they do well, or that you see that they're striving to be good at. When you tell someone they're good at something like that, they really take it to heart, and it means a lot to them. I know every time I've received that compliment, it meant a lot to me. I remember hanging out with Paolo, who does the editing for Funker Tactical, and being like, "You're an amazing editor. You can, because we were talking through this thing, and I've kind of got a flowing storyboard in my head when it comes to editing things. And I know how they should fit together and how it should flow. And I'm like, you've got that too. You're very good at this. I really like your work. You do good work. I don't have to stand behind you." I was like, "You've already done what I had in my head. This is brilliant." And I remember that meant a lot to him. But there's been little things like that I have gotten from people that meant a lot to me, about things that mean a lot to me that I do, and it feels really good. So I think that that's the best way to live a happy life and be a good person, is to be thoughtful and to be looking at other people and what they're doing and get inside their heads and try to make them feel good.
If you were to ask me,
great advice.
Like, what's your current
really
state?
Is.
Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you proud? Are you whatever? So much of that is wrapped up into my relationship with the people in my life at the time. Like if I'm not doing well right now, it's probably because Jackie fussed at me. If I'm not doing right now, it's probably because some, disagreement I had with Hope. Like those are the core things that impact where I am. And so, you said it was altruistic, and that's a kind view of it, but it's not just that. It's that, I don't know, even my personal side, how at peace I am with how things are going has a lot to do with how things are going with the people in my life.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, because you all live together. You're one cohesive unit there in the cave, as it were. It's a tight band of people. And I don't really have that. I've got a lot. Mine's a little more extended out, I guess. I've got my dad, who I'm ultimately close to. But outside that, there's just a bunch of close friends that I feel like, and there's not that many people that I trust, because if anyone who's older than fucking 25 knows that you can trust about 1 in a million fucking people. So if you find someone that you can trust, you just hand them your wallet, or you can leave them alone with your things, and you can trust them to be on your team, even if it's not in their best interest. That's a real valuable and worthwhile thing to hang on.